Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Caitlin, and I would love it if you would join our little family that we have going on and just hit that subscribe button down below. It would mean so much to me. If you couldn't tell by my last video, I did dye my hair. I went back brunette, and I'm loving it. My hair is so healthy and soft, and I've been using the Beauties dry shampoo in Dark Divine, and today is my third day not washing my hair, and you can't even tell. That stuff is amazing. But yeah, my hair is so healthy now, and I just love my hair dark. Oh, and I got my nails done today. Look how pretty. They're like this pumpkin orange color, and they match my sweater. So I'm pretty excited about that. This video was requested. I'm going to be showing you how to contour and highlight your face and give you tips on why we contour and highlight specific parts of our face. So yeah, if you're interested in this video, then just keep on watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll just go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the only thing that I'm wearing on my face right now is foundation, and I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and tricks to contouring your face and highlighting your face, where you should be contouring and where you should be highlighting the face. So I'll be showing you some of my favorite drugstore products to use, very cheap and inexpensive. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So since I've already put foundation on my face, I'm going to go ahead and go in with concealer, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20 Sand. I'm in love with this concealer. It is so pretty and dewy. It just blends out perfectly. So what I'm going to do is just place it under my eyes in a triangle shape. So I'm going to bring it up under my eyes, bring it down the side of my nose, and just kind of use the excess product to drag out. I don't know what's up with my lighting. And then doing the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, this concealer is lighter than my face, and that's what you want to go towards when you're highlighting. So you're going to want to brighten your under eyes. So you're going to use a concealer, I would say probably 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation. Place that under your eyes, and then since your under eyes are so light, you're going to want to place some on the bridge of your nose, on your forehead, on your cupid's bow, and on your chin. That's just going to help even out the rest of your face, because your under eyes will be so light. You want the center of your face to kind of be as light also. So usually I just let that sit for a few seconds, and then I take a damp beauty sponge, and you want to make sure your beauty sponge is very damp and bouncy. And what this does is helps absorb any excess product that would make your face look cakey. So then I just like to pounce it into my skin. And you don't want to swipe the product, just because you will pull foundation or you'll pull that concealer places that you don't want it to go. So just pounce it into your skin, and it picks up any excess product, and it makes your skin look really flawless. And then what I like to do is I like to set the concealer once I've blended it out into my skin. A lot of people like to bake, and baking just ensures that it doesn't crease throughout the day, and you use a translucent powder for that. And what I like to do, I just like to use a banana powder. So I have two contour palettes that I really like using banana powder out of, and the first one is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in the color Caramel Toffee, and it just looks like this. Just a really pretty banana shade in it, as well as the contour shade, a very nice cool toned matte bronzer. I love this palette for contouring and highlighting my face. So what I do is just take my e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'll dip it into the banana shade and place it right under my eyes. And once again, we're not sweeping the product just because we don't want to drag that concealer places that we don't want it. And this banana powder helps brighten your under eyes, as well as translucent powder, just because it's translucent and helps brighten your under eyes. So basically, you want to put that banana powder everywhere that we put concealer, just so it helps bring your face together. And the other palette that I like for highlighting, this was my first like contour palette, and it's the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contour Palette. I believe I got this at Ross or Burke's Outlet one. I don't know. I was in there one day just looking around, and I stumbled across this, and I was like, I'll try it out. It was really inexpensive. It was like $7. So, you get all of these. You get all of these really pretty shades. You get a row of contour, and you could also use that as a blush also. You get your highlight shades. You have a banana shade, and then some that are a little bit darker. You have a highlight shade, which, as you can tell, I've hit pan on a lot of these. If you're starting out, the highlight shade is really nice in this palette, but do I really use this palette anymore? No. For beginners, though, this is a really good palette because there is kind of like an instruction. There is like instructions on the back. So if you're starting out, I would pick up something very inexpensive like this that has, you know, multiple contour shades, multiple highlighting shades, and banana powders. So yeah, this is the other palette that I love from the drugstore. So now on to contouring. I'm going to contour with the Wet n Wild palette. And what I like to do is take this e.l.f. contouring brush. It's just like it's like a flat top kabuki. The bristles are very, very short and dense. They're very packed in there. A lot of people I know like using an angled brush. This is just an e.l.f. angled brush. Personally, I like using angled brushes for blush, but I've seen a lot of people use angled brushes, and I've used an angled brush before, and it works just as fine. But today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. contour brush. So what I'm going to do is lightly place my brush into the contour shade. Just kind of stamp it in there. And really tap off the excess because I am very pale right now, and this contour shade is kind of warm for me. And the tip I will give you guys is when you are contouring, place your brush. You want to contour from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth. You don't want to go all the way in because that will make your face look very sunken in and just like drugged down. And the reason is we contour is to put shape back into the face after you've put your foundation on, set your face. Contouring just puts definition in your cheeks and on the temples of your head. It just gives your face more shape and definition. So what I'm going to do is I like to suck in my cheeks, and you can follow the hollow of your cheek. And I contour probably to the center of my eye. So now for the other side, I'm just doing the same thing, stamping my brush into the contour palette and really tapping off that excess product. So once again, we have a nice strong line. Some people contour their nose. That's completely up to you. But my advice, and this is completely just from my perspective, me being me, if you do contour your nose, contour it very lightly, or you can start to look very cartoonish. So yeah, that's my tip. You do you, but I'm just letting you know to do it lightly. So I will do it today for the video, but normally I don't. So what I'm going to do is just tap the side of my brush into the brown and just go down the outer part of my nose and then in this V right here. So a reason why you would want to contour your nose, some people think they have big noses, so they feel like if they contour it, it makes it look slimmer, which it does. You can contour as closely as you want to make your nose look as slim as you want, but that's just personal opinions, you know, how you like to do your makeup and that kind of thing. So now to do the temples, I'm just going to, once again, stamp my brush into the contour shade. And you want to contour the outer part of your face. So what I'm doing is just lightly tapping. I mean, obviously you can tell what I'm doing, but we're going to blend this. So I am kind of going a little heavy-handed, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of the shape that we're going for. Also contour their jawline, and that's just personal preference. It just defines out your jawline. So now you can see all of the places that I've placed the contour on my jawline, cheekbones, under my cheekbones, forehead, and on the nose. And the places that I didn't contour, that's where we want to kind of highlight and make sure that we are very glowy. So then now we're just going to blend it out and okay, so moving on to highlight, the two highlights from the drugstore that I love. The first one is Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. It's just this really pretty marble looking zebra kind of pattern. It has brown and some gold and some pink in it, but you can't see the pink or brown. And the second one is from Makeup Revolution. You can get this at Ulta. This is called Vivid Baked Highlighter in Be My Highlight. This one is more of a champagne gold highlight, like a more of a white pearlescence highlight, I guess. I'll swatch them side by side so you guys kind of have an idea. You can tell. But this one is Boozy Brunch and this one is Be My Highlight. And you can tell this one's more of a white pearlized highlight compared to this one's more of a bronzy highlight. The highlight that I'm going to be using today, though, is the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. And I'm just taking it on our Real Techniques contour brush. And you highlight, and the reason that we highlight is to emphasize features on our face. So some people like to emphasize their nose and their cheekbones, their cupid's bow, their chin, and forehead. I advise you, though, if you do have oily skin, highlighting your forehead and highlighting your chin, if you get oily in your T-zone, I advise you to stay clear of highlighting your forehead. Just because you can start to look very, very oily very fast, especially if your face produces a lot of oil throughout the day. If you do highlight your forehead, make sure you keep blotting tissue with you, your purse or something, or some kind of compact, so you can kind of blot that oil away so it still looks highlighted and pretty, but you don't have oil mixed in with your highlight. What I'm going to do is just swirl my brush into this highlight, and this highlight is so intense, it's so pretty. Actually, I may mix the two together. So basically what you want to do is just highlight the temple, the high points of your face, really. I take it onto my temples just to kind of blend it together. I'm tasting it. Highlight your cheekbone, like the top of your cheekbones. Onto your temples.
Yes.
I am going to mix the two, so I'm just going to take some of this, be my highlight makeup revolution highlight also, and just place that right on top. See what kind of glow it gives? Oh, it's so pretty. And then a lot of people will take it down the bridge of their nose, on their cupid's bow. And I love highlighting my cupid's bow just because with lipstick I think it looks so pretty. I am literally tasting in this. I am going to highlight my chin and forehead today, just lightly because I'm not going anywhere, so I don't really, you know, have to worry about anything. And then usually you'll highlight under your brow bone. You can do that with your highlight or just like a highlight in your eyeshadow palette. Whoa, look at that highlight on my nose. Yes, girl.
Yes, girl. Yes.
A lot of people take a wet beauty blender or a damp beauty blender and just blend, like kind of place that over top of your highlight, just because it does make it kind of set in place. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and like I said, it was requested, so I figured I would just sit down and film it for you guys. I hope you guys found this video informative in some kind of way. I hope it helped you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know. So yeah, I just wanted to sit down and show you how I contour and highlight my face and a few of my favorite drugstore products. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!